And I invite you to take a big exhale. And notice how, without you having to do anything, you automatically start to inhale. That you take in all of life. You take in all that there is, the very substance and the presence of the divine right here and right now. So I invite you to breathe once again and know that the very Spirit that made us is the Spirit that leads us right here and now. The wholeness that we are, the wholeness that there is breathing us in this moment. And that all that has happened has come to pass. And all that will be is but a spark, an idea, a consciousness that we bring to this moment. A totality of presence and knowing. And we open ourselves to feeling all of our feelings, the so-called good and the so-called bad, for they are all part of the wholeness that we are. And as we breathe into this moment, I invite you to let all of your feelings come up.
In my pain, there inside my weakness is the seed of something greater in me, and the shame of not choosing higher, of all the disappointing moments fade into God, and no mistakes have been made in God. All the ways we seem to fail in God all fade. It all fades into God. No choice, a prisoner of anguish, in a jail of I'm so lonely, in a jail of all is lost, but the stars shining do remind us the seed will need the darkness to change into new life, and no mistakes have been made in God. All the ways that we seem to fail in God all fade. It all fades into God.
We open our arms, our hearts, and our minds right now in this moment, and we know the truth that right here and right now, it all fades as we let it. As we open our hands, as we open our bodies and say, all the past does not define me. The mistakes I made do not chain me to a limitation. But right here and right now, we are free to know the truth that in God, all things are possible. In God, we lift ourselves, our planet, and the whole humanity in front of us to something greater and higher than we have ever known before. In God.
In God Inside my pain is the seed of my strength. In God is the gravity that holds it together. In God is the orbit in which I am standing. I see the stars, and I remember to remember. Inside my pain is the seed of my strength. In God is the gravity that holds it together. In God is the orbit in which I am standing. I see the stars, and I remember. Inside my pain is the seed of my strength. In God is the gravity that holds me together. In God is the orbit where I'm standing. I see the stars, and I remember to remember. Inside my pain is the seed of my strength.
And no mistakes have ever been made. For everything is bringing us to this now moment, this place where we can step forward and know the whole truth, that we are the divine gift to the planet. And we can know the truth that right here and right now, it is all balanced.
No mistakes have been made in God. All the ways we may seem to fail, in God all fade.
To this moment, it all brings us to this place where we get to be the catalyst for change. We get to be the voice, the hands, and the face of God right here on the planet. We get to be the light of the world. So no matter what has brought us to this moment, no matter what has happened to us or happened by us, it all fades.
It all fades in.
Totally and completely, 100%.
It all fades in.
It all fades into the divine soup that is our existence, our life, and our presence.
It all fades into
You and me and all of us here. It all fades
into God.